The reasons why abortions should be illegal are surpassingly greater than why they should be legal. Today, we will be discussing why abortions should be illegal in all 50 states. We will also be talking about how abortion is murder, the serious side effects, and the horrible procedures performed during an abortion. Abortion is very common in the world today. In fact, since the legalization of abortion in 1972, there has been over 50 million abortions performed in the United States alone. One of the biggest debates is whether an unborn fetus is actually alive. As seen in the article, To What Extent Should Women Be Allowed to Have an Abortion? From Pro-Life Across America, accessed on December 2nd, 2016, 18 days after conception, the heart begins to beat with the baby's own blood. 28 days from conception, the baby has eyes, ears, and a tongue. Around the same time, muscles are developing and arms and legs are forming. By 42 days, brainwaves can be detected, and the jaws are forming, including teeth and taste buds. The unborn baby begins to swallow amniotic fluid. Fingers and toes are developing. 52 days after conception, spontaneous movement begins. The unborn baby then develops a whole collection of moves over the next 4 weeks, including hiccups, frowning, squinting, yawning, and sucking. At only 8 weeks, every organ in the baby is present, and the heartbeat is steady. At 10 weeks, the baby can feel pain. If these factors are used by law to determine death, why can't they be used to determine life? This goes to show you that the unborn baby is very much alive even as early as the first trimester. Not only is abortion wrong, but it's also life-threatening to the mother. According to Issues and Controversies Info Database, article Woman's Rights, accessed December 2nd, 2016, these risks include infection, cervical injury, perforation of the uterine lining, and hemorrhage. Of course, an unwanted pregnancy can be very stressful. However, the physical and psychological damages that an abortion can cause are far worse. Among this psychological risk are regret, nervous disorders, sleep disturbances, sexual dysfunction, suicide, alcohol and drug abuse, eating disorders, child neglect and abuse, divorce, and chronic relationship problems. And these are just few of the many. Furthermore, the procedures performed to terminate pregnancy are absolutely terrifying for the baby and even for the mother, as seen in an article Gutmacher Institute accessed on December 2nd, 2016. The most common procedure used is suction aspiration, which is typically performed when the fetus is 6 to 12 weeks, but it can be used up to 16 weeks. This is performed when the cervix is dilated and a hollow plastic tube with a sharp end is inserted into the cervix and then into the uterus. An aspirator attached to the tube tears the body of the fetus apart and suctions the pieces through the tube. D&C abortion is another common method used. This is when the cervix is opened using a dilator, and then a thin metal rod with a knife-sharp loop at the end is inserted into the uterus. It is used to dismember the fetus, placenta, and uterine lining. These are captured by a stockinette attached to the end of the suction tube. To avoid the risk of infection or hemorrhaging, the contents of the stockinette are examined to be sure all fetal parts have been removed. Abortion is murdering of an innocent unborn baby. The risk of physical and psychological damages to the mother after an abortion are tremendous. The procedures used to perform an abortion are terrifying and inhumane. Abortions are wrong. You can spend your whole life in prison for killing another human being, yet you can abort an unborn baby and go on with life as nothing ever happened. There shouldn't be laws to allow these sorts of horrible procedures to be performed on innocent human beings.